I'd like to call the Development Review Board meeting for December 3rd to order.
Bill are selling gasoline when you could not spend $5.
All right, first item on our agenda is the minutes from the last meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I abstain.
Okay, second, okay.
All those in favor?
Great, thank you. All right, we do have a sign-in sheet over there at the podium. We ask anybody that speaks to the board this evening to sign in at the podium, and the sign-in sheet includes the following oath statement. I solemnly swear or affirm under the pains and penalty of perjury that the statements I make, testimony I give, and other evidence I submit to the board at the board's public hearing held on this date shall be true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. And again, that's part of the sign-up sheet on the podium. Next item on our agenda is disclosure of any ex parte communications or conflicts of interest regarding the matters before us. I know we have at least one this evening. So Jane Radokia has actually got an application before the board this evening, so Jane's going to recuse herself and go sit in the audience with the rest of the public. And that particular application is actually first up on our agenda, and that is Jane's property at 3349 West Road. They're seeking approval of a two-lot subdivision, and it looks like Eamon Mulligan is here to present.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Eamon Mulligan. I work for MSK Engineering. I am here tonight on behalf of the Radokia family, and I am proposing a two-lot subdivision of their property located at 3349 West Road in Bennington. The current configuration of the property, it is a 34.79 acre lot with 4 dwellings on it that consists of Jane's house, her son Peter's house, a horse barn with an apartment, and another barn with an apartment on it. The property is located within the Rural Conservation District. Another thing about the property is it was part of a previous planned residential development that took place back in 2009, in which they permitted the dwellings on the property. As part of that, they set aside 17 and a half acres toward the northern portion of the property as conservation land. So I guess what I'm trying to say is all of those items set aside as part of that previous PRD back in 2009 are carrying through on this project, of course. So to get, and as I do want to note that the plans that you have in front of you do not show the conservation area. The one that I have on the board here does in fact. So what we're talking about is the 17.52 acres located on the northerly portion of the property. So all of the 4 dwellings that are located on the lot share a single well that's located just to the north of Jane's house. In addition to that, all of the properties or all of the dwellings have individual septic systems. As part of this project, what we are proposing is to break off 1.84 acres of land associated with the area adjacent to Peter's home, which includes both his dwelling as well as the barn with the 1-bedroom apartment. As part of this project, we recognize that we are going to have to find replacement areas for any existing septic system located on the lot. So we are working on permitting that at this point. And I would say that the final plan will reflect the locations of those septic systems on it.
And the wells, probably.
And well, they will continue to share the well that's located right here.
Yeah, I'll see it there, yeah.
Yeah, it's very, I think it needs to be enlarged a little bit, yeah. Also, because of the fact that we are breaking this 1.84 acre lot off, we are providing a 50-foot wide right-of-way over the existing drive to that property.
Eamon, no new dwellings or anything is proposed?
There is-
Simply a breaking off this lot?
That's correct. There's no development plan for this project.
Does the board have any questions? Any questions or comments from the audience? What would the board like to do?
Move we accept it as presented.
Okay, we have a motion.
I'll second it.
Second. All those in favor?
Unanimous? Okay. Thank you, Eamon.
Thank you.
I'll give Jane a second to get back up here. The next item on our agenda is Christopher Maxey at 475 Main Street, seeking approval for the design of a sign for the property known at 470 Main Street, which was formerly the Shafts Men's Shop, which most of us will remember, and that was recently purchased by Mr. Maxey and renovated, and there was a new store that he has opened in that location. This sign has been reviewed by the Historic Preservation Commission and approved, and the sign does meet the size requirements of the sign ordinance. And so the final approval rests with this board, since this is a unique sign. Do you have any questions for Chris? You want to introduce yourself? And
Yeah, my name is Chris Maxey. I'm from Bennington, born and raised, and I'm the proprietor of Haberdasher. I also own the property itself.
What type of stuff are you selling or doing there?
So it is a wine shop, and then it has some specialty provisions. We have a cheese counter, crackers, coffee, pickles, assortment of like international goods like Japanese candy, chips, things like that. And then a small assortment of NA beverage, beer, cider, things like that. Essentially, we're kind of marketing to anybody that's into food and beverage in Bennington or the Bennington County area.
Any questions from the board?
Are there any plans to change the fascia or the front of the store at all?
No. So when we first purchased the building, we were very interested in making sure that we preserved the building as much as humanly possible. So we have repainted the building, but with the existing colors. We've replaced some rotting wood, clapboard, things like that. But our intent has always been to maintain the historical provenance of the building. Which is why we're going the route we are with this sign, because the sign is the exact footprint of the original Shafts sign in terms of shape and size, and why we went the route of neon, because neon has historically been there.
Or it's not going to be flashing.
It is not going to be flashing. That would be bad enough for everybody. It would be particularly bad for me standing inside the building for 8 hours. Yeah.
Any other questions from the board? Any questions or comments from the audience? What would the board like to do? Okay. Have a motion to approve. Second. All those in favor?
thanks, you're all set. All right, I guess only item remaining on our agenda is other business. As of this time, and it's very unlikely that this would change, there will not be a DRB meeting on the 17th, which would be the second meeting in December, so you folks get to enjoy your holiday close to Christmas holiday. And other than that, I don't have any other business, but if anyone else does.
No. Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Great. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate it.
You can enjoy. Every day I walk